Hello, students. Welcome to Swiflearn live classes. So I'm Trisika, ma'am, your science teacher in Swiflearn. So let me know how are you doing? Yeah. So I hope you are doing well in this pandemic situation, right? So yeah, I know you were worried because you were not going to school. You cannot meet up with your friends, right? But don't worry, we will cope up with the situation and we will overcome the situation quick and we will get back into our normal lives, right? Yeah. So the only way to continue our education, because it must go on and we can only do it by online, है ना? So Swiflearn is always there for you to help you out in any of the ways. So let me first give you some introduction about what Swiflearn is. So it is an online platform or online educational institute, we can say, which gives classes, which gives tuitions to the students of classes 3 to 10. Now, all the classes are 100% live over here. Okay, and these are 100% live and interactive classes. So we provide personalized attention to each and every students, and the batch consists of each of our batch consists of not more than 6 students. It may be for 1 student, 2 students, 5 students, or 6 students, up to maximum 6 students. Okay, and we have a dedicated academic team, mentor team, to track on and work on the students progress. So we always do the we always work on the progress of the students, where you are lagging, where to you have to improve and all. Yeah. And finally, that is the most important thing, that we complete all the syllabus. We cover the syllabus according to whatever exams you have in your school. Fine. So the syllabus must be completed so that you can score more. Huh? You can know more and score more. And also we handle the custom requests. Fine. Chalo. So let me quickly discuss what are the key features of Swiflearn. First of all, we do the detailed progress report. Okay, we make the progress report according to all the classes, which are interactive classes, as well as interactive classes, as well as the tests which are taken by us. And there are many tests, academic test series are there in Swiflearn, so you can solve the different question answer. You can practice all the chapters, that both the objective and the subjective questions, from by practicing from the practice test series, which are available in the website of Swiflearn. And finally, we have like the best teachers in Swiflearn who check the subjective test. जैसे होता है ना कि हमको आंसर पता है पर लिखने में कोई दिक्कत हो रहा है, and that is why we are not getting the full marks, right? So where is the problem, we make it out and we solve all the problems of you. Okay, so what you have to do is book a free trial class. It's totally free, so you can book it any time, and you can interact with us there. You will be able to know how we work with the students, how we interact with the students, how and how we can improve your education. Yeah. Chalo. So, yeah. And last but not the least, please do subscribe the Swiflearn from like page from YouTube channel, and subscribe our channel. Press on the bell icon and never miss any update. Okay, so you will get the update of all the upcoming sessions of Swiflearn. Chalo. So please do like it, comment, and share with all your friends. Okay. So now let's dive into the topic of today. So mainly we will discuss about the synthetic fibers and plastics. It is a topic of class 8. And as far as I remember, that you have already got an idea about what is the fibers, right? You have already studied in class 7 that chapter named fibers to fabric, है ना? So you already have an idea what is fiber. So वहां पे आप जो पढ़े थे, that was the natural fibers, right? Like the wools and cotton, which we get naturally. So over here in class 8, which you have in a syllabus, is the synthetic fiber. Fine. So mainly we will discuss about the synthetic fiber in this session. Okay. So let's dive into it. Let me see what we will learn today. Yeah. So today we will learn about the fibers, the definition of fibers, where from we get the fibers. We will give some introduction about the fibers. Secondly, we will go to the names of the different types of fibers, mainly the synthetic fibers, which we will study in detail over here. Thirdly, we will give the difference between the natural and the synthetic fibers. Then we will discuss about the types of synthetic fibers. Okay, mainly you have in your syllabus the four types of synthetic fibers. So we will discuss about the details of these four types of synthetic fiber over there. So, what we will discuss about these fibers? Firstly, we will discuss about the sources, from where do we get them. Secondly, we will discuss about the properties, okay, properties. Thirdly, we will discuss about the uses of these fibers. Then we will discuss about the advantages as well as the disadvantages of the fibers. Okay, and the last topic of today's session is the characteristic feature of all sort of synthetic fibers. It will be the general characteristic feature. Fine. So are you ready? Chalo, let's start with the topic. So look at the pictures and think that what are showing in this picture? Yeah, we can see in the first picture that there are various types of clothes. है ना? So, what are the clothes material? They can be like the blazers are there. There are some shirts, t-shirts, some sweater, jackets are also there. Jeans are also there. है ना? Trousers are there of different materials other than jeans. So, how do we get this? Huh? Or what are they made up of? Remember, we already started that all the cloth materials are made up of the fibers, right? So these materials are known as fabrics, which are made up of the fibers. Remember? Yes. The second picture is showing the polythene bags, right? The polythene bag is also made up of another type of fiber. Okay. And the third picture is showing some of the bottles, plastic bottles, some of the containers, which are also made up of plastics, some of the glasses, which we use in our daily lives. These are all the different things which are very much we use in our daily lives, right? So, what are these made up of? They fulfill all the daily requirements of our life, Hannah. So, what are they made up of? This polythene and the cold drink bottle which we saw in the last picture also, they are all made up of the plastics. Okay, so they are all made up of the plastic. So what a plastic is? Huh? Yes, do you know what a plastic is? It is a type of fiber also. Okay, a synthetic fiber. Let us come to know. First, we will discuss about the clothes, the material of the clothes. We know that there are various types of clothes which we wear during like winter. We wear the sweater, jackets, and all. During the rainy season, we wear the raincoats and all. Uh, During the summer season, we generally wear the cotton clothes. है ना? So all of them have the different texture and different appearance, right? Why? Because they are all made up of the different materials. Fine. So clothes are the fabric materials which are also made up of the fibers. Fine. So all these clothes are made up of fibers and clothing materials that depend upon what type of fiber it is. So it depends on the nature of the fiber. Okay. Obviously, which you can see over here is the shorts in the first two pictures. It is made up of the cotton, we can say, or a synthetic material may be present over there. The third picture is showing the picture of a sweater where wool may be present or the synthetic wool may be present acrylic. Okay, we will come to that one. And the fourth picture, we can see the t-shirt. It is also made up of a different type of fabric or a different type of fiber, we can say. Okay, so let's know what is fiber first. So what is fiber? Let me hear from you. Yeah. Yes. So the fiber is the very smallest visible unit, which is called the thread, right? So it is made up of the thread from which all the clothing materials is woven out. Okay. So these are known as the fibers. So the fibers may be natural or synthetic. Okay, so based on from where we are getting the fibers, we can divide the fibers into two main categories. First is the natural fiber, secondly is the synthetic fiber. Can you get some differences between by looking at the picture over here? Yes. First, the natural fiber is the like it is the cotton, I guess, and it's a little bit dull in color. And synthetic fiber is very glossy. You can see it shimmering, right? So. Natural fiber and synthetic fiber are the two types of fiber. Now we will come to know what are these, okay, and also the examples. So from the name itself, you will be able to know that the natural fiber are the fibers which we get in nature, right? So from where do we get it? From the plants and animals. These are the two sources of the natural fiber. Okay. Now, what can be this natural fiber? From the plants, we get the cotton. Yeah, cotton plants give us cotton. We get the wool from the sheep, yak, some of the goats. Yeah, and also we get the silk from the animal, that is silkworm. Yeah, so these are the naturally occurring fibers which we get from the plants and animals, so they occur in ready to use. Okay, now let us come to the synthetic fiber. So what is the synthetic fiber? सिंथेटिक का नाम आता है सिंथेसिस से. कौन सिंथेसिस करता है इसको? Human being. Okay, so these fibers are made up by human help. Okay, so they are all the man-made fibers. So we make them by doing various types of processes. I will come to the process how, in general, they are made up of. So, what are the examples of this synthetic fiber? Rayon, plastic, polyester, acrylic, sometimes rubber. Huh? So these are the different types of synthetic fibers. Okay, now they are obtained by chemical processing of petrochemicals. Okay, you have studied about the petrochemicals, I'm sure, right? In the coal and petroleum chapter, remember? Yeah. So they are obtained by the chemical processing of petrochemicals. What are petrochemicals? Whatever we obtain from the petroleum, we know that we extract the petroleum from under the sea, right, or ocean. So after extracting the petroleum, they all go to the refineries, right? Their refining takes place, refining of the petroleum takes place, and over there we get the various types of petroleum products, right? Some of the products you may say like the diesel, kerosene, bitumen, paraffin wax. Okay, rubber and plastic is also the other different products which we get from the petrochemicals. Okay, and these are made up of the molecules which are known as polymers. Okay, so over here we have come across the two new words. Okay, first one is the petrochemical and the second one is the polymer, right? So let us quickly know what are petrochemicals and the polymers. So the petrochemical is the chemical product obtained by petroleum, obtained from the petroleum by refining. Already I have mentioned that the petroleum after extraction, it goes to the refineries for refining process. And after refining, we get the various types of products from petroleum, which are known as petrochemicals. Okay. So some of the examples of this petrochemical are plastic, rubber. Yeah. Okay. Next word which we came across is the polymer. What is polymer? If I break the word polymer, it is actually taken from the two Greek words. Okay, so poly matlab many and mers matlab unit या फिर parts. Okay, so when the many parts or many units together join, what are each of the part known as? Each part is known as monomer. Monomer matlab one. Okay, monomer together join with each other to form the polymers. Okay, so this is a synthetic fiber. It is a chain of very small units of chemical substances called monomers, which are uh, made up of one unit, and they join together to form a large single unit, which is called the polymer, or we can call this as the fiber. Okay, so polymer is also a fiber. So let me give you one fact that you have already studied about the plant cell and animal cell. है ना। तो उधर प्लांट सेल का एक एक्स्ट्रा कवरिंग होता है, आउटर कवरिंग, उसका नाम क्या है? सेल वॉल. Remember, the cell wall is made up of cellulose. This also you know, right? So this cellulose is also one type of polymer. कैसे बनते हैं? The cellulose is a complex type of carbohydrate, है ना? तो it must be made up of the very simplest type of carbohydrate. The simplest type of carbohydrate is called the glucose. ठीक है, तो इधर ग्लूकोज इज द मोनोमर विच इज combining with each other and forming the polymer that is the cellulose. So have you got an idea what is petrochemical polymer, monomers and all? Yes, chalo. So let's now start with the main topic of today, that is the different types of synthetic fiber. Okay, so what are the different types of synthetic fibers? There are many actually, but you have only 4 of them in your syllabus. That is the rayon, nylon, polyester, and acrylic. Okay, so we will study about their sources from where we get them. Huh? Then we will study about their characteristic features. Why these are so important? Like, why are we studying this? है ना? Though they must have some usefulness, right? So, thirdly, we will study about their usefulness, how we use them in the different, like different activities, daily needs, how they fulfill our daily needs. Okay, and then we will discuss about some of their advantages and disadvantages. Fine. So the first one, let us start with the rayon. Look at the picture, how shiny and glittery and like very lustrous this is, है ना? Yes. So mainly this is the rayon. It is an artificial silk also we can say. So we generally obtain this from the wood pile. Okay, from the wood pulp we get it, which is further processed in the different factories and industries to form the rayon. So it is manufactured by regenerated cellulose fiber, and also it is known as the viscous rayon or the artificial silk. Okay. Now I will come to the fact that it is made up of the wood pulp. Wood is a wood we get it from the plant, and plant is formed in nature. So it is totally synthetic. Yeah. No. The first thing is the semi-synthetic fiber. Okay, so rayon is a semi-synthetic fiber. It is not totally synthetic or totally man-made. First, we obtain the wood pulp, which occur in nature. Okay, that is a natural thing, and then the liquid obtained from the pine tree is known as the viscose. That is why also it is known as the viscose rayon. Then it goes to the different factories. These are processed by human being in different ways, and then we get the rayon. So it is semi synthetic, we may say. Okay, it it is a little bit natural and a little bit artificial. Okay, so this is what our rayon is. So what are the properties of rayon? We will discuss now. Firstly, it is versatile. Fiber means they are used in many ways. Okay, they have a wide uses in our daily life. They provide us comfort. It can be easily dyed up. It can catch any sort of color. These are very much soft, soothing, smooth, highly absorbent. Okay, and it does not insulate the body heat. Okay, so we can use this type of clothes which are made up of rayon during the hot and humid climate. Okay, because it does not give the like insulate the body heat. Okay, so always remember this. Now now we will come to the uses of rayon. Uses क्या है, कहाँ यूज होता है ये? टेक्सटाइल इंडस्ट्रीज में. Okay, to make the different types of clothes. Fine. So it is also mixed with some cotton material to make the bed sheets, which we generally use every day, है ना? तो bed sheets को तो पता ही है क्या है, और carpets also we use them. So they blend very easily with the other fabrics. Okay, so this is a very good quality of this rayon. That is, it can be mixed with cotton to make bed sheets, and it can also be mixed with wool to get the carpets. right? So the fact is that the fiber has gained a high reputation because of the very cheap price. Okay, so you can get any sort of rayon material in a very less cost. So this is another advantage we can say that the rayon has, and that is why it is also very good, easily available in the market, and we also buy it, है ना? Chalo. So let's go to the advantages of rayon now. So first of all, already I've said that it is inexpensive, means we can find it, get it in the very less cost, yeah, in the market. Secondly, it is known for the silk like feeling. Okay, it gives a very good silk like feel, which is very like, we like it very much, है ना? So already I've shown you one picture, that is the glossy glittery feel. It looks like the glittery thing, and it gives a silk like feeling when we wear it. Then the dyes easily, we can dye it easily and produce a very beautiful and bright color, right? And another good quality is, already I've said that it can blend with any other fiber. जैसे cotton के साथ blend होके bedsheets बनाते हैं, और wood के साथ blend होके जैसे carpets बनाते हैं, है ना? तो ये blend हो जाता है बहुत बहुत easy से, हाँ? And it drapes beautifully wherever you are, like the curtain, or wherever you want to like decorate with the rayon materials. It's really draped beautifully everywhere. Okay, but they have some of the disadvantages also. What are the disadvantages? These are always needed to be dry cleaned. Dry cleaning is a little bit expensive process, and now we cannot wash them in like at home by just using the washing machine. We cannot do that, है ना? So it is needed to be dry cleaned all the way, always. Secondly, whenever this manufacturing of this rayon materials takes place, in this process it creates a lot of pollution which can be harmful to our environment. Okay, so this is another bad thing which is produced by the rayon manufacturing processes. Next, it is prone to stretching and bagging, and it does not come to the same size again. So stretching may happen, and this is also, we don't want it, है ना? And absorb the sweat. They absorb the oil also and water, which may result in spot. Okay, so if there is sweat or any oils spills over the rayon cloth, so the spots always come over there. So that is also, we don't like it, है ना? But and the fabric is weak fabric, it is not that much strong. Okay, so these is all about the rayon. Fine. Hi Neer, hi Nobe. Yeah, I can see that many of you have joined over here. Thank you very much. Stay with us till the end. Okay. Chalo. So let's come to the next synthetic fiber, that is nylon. One special thing of this nylon is it was the first fully synthetic fiber which was first made in 1931. Okay, so it is prepared from coal, not petroleum. Okay, so it is made up of coal, water and air. These are the three contents which are present within the nylon. Fine. So what are the properties of nylon? They can be lustrous, semi-lustrous, or non-lustrous. They can be like anything. Their texture can be like anything. Okay, it can be. It is durable. We can use them for a long period of time. It has a great strength. Okay, they have the high strength. They are heat resistance. They are highly resistant to the insect, animals, and chemicals. So they are that much strong. Okay, so it cannot be damaged by them, and it has the excellent abrasion resistance, which means it is rough and tough. Okay, so if you do any scratch over that nylon material, it will not wear or tear, right? So it will not be damaged. So it has a very good excellent abrasion resistance. Okay, so it does not require any extra care. Okay, separately. So these are the main properties of the nylon. Let's come to the use. Look at the picture, how beautiful pictures, how beautiful things are made up of this nylon, है ना? So we can see the jackets, the t-shirt, the raincoat, rope. Now, whoever play the badminton, these are also made up of nylon. The threads of the badminton net, jhula, right? We all like chula, है ना? And parachute also. So these are all the different, and also the different types of machine parts, huh? So these are the different types of things which we use daily, are made up of nylon. So what make them to make these things? First of all, the nylon is used for the clothing purposes, like the swimming costumes or swimwear, the cycle wear, the raincoats, shirts. These are all made up of nylon, right? Due to its very high strength, it can help to make the fishing nets, huh? Parachutes, the bags, and the ropes. Okay, so they need the strength, and this strength is given by the nylon. So we can make all these items from this nylon. And then we can also make the different types of machine parts. We can manufacture them with the help of this nylon. Fine. Now we will come to the advantages of using nylon. First advantage is the water resistance. Okay, so it is very highly resistant to water. Okay, it is very good, means it is affordable at very low cost. We can get it in the market, and also it can blend with other fabrics, and it can give the, it can like increase the durability of any item, and also it is very easy to take care of. Okay, so these are the advantages of nylon. Let's come to the polyester now. This is the third type of uh, synthetic fiber which we will discuss now. So this is made up of petroleum. Just a nylon, we get it from the coal. Polyester, we get it from the petroleum. So what does it contain? It contains the repeated unit or the repetitive units of chemical which is called the ester. Okay, so ester is a new word. Remember, we will study what is ester, right? And also a commonly used fiber is also there, that is PET. Okay, PET. So what is this PET? The full form of PET is polyethylene terephthalate. Okay, so from this slide we have come to know ester, PET. First let us know what is ester and what is PET. Chalo. Ester is the chemical which gives a good fragrance, which add like flavor to our food, and also they are present within the perfumes which we use because it give a very good fragrance. Okay, so this is the main thing of the ester. And why it is called polyester? Obviously, remember the poly matlab many, so many esters together form the polyester. Okay, so this is present within the polyester. And PET kya hai? PET is used in manufacturing of the water bottles or cold drink bottle and this type of things. And it is made up of the two monomers by condensation polymerization. So condensation polymerization क्या है? ये एक प्रोसेस है. ठीक है, हम अभी पॉलीमराइजेशन किसको कहते हैं और कंडेंसेशन पॉलीमराइजेशन किसको कहते हैं, ठीक है, ये देखेंगे. Chalo. So these are the two different types of chemical processes. So what is polymerization? It is a process of reacting the monomer molecule which can bind with each other with the help of this chemical reaction, and they form the polymer chain. This process is called the polymerization. जो monomer से polymers होते हैं by the chemical reaction, इसको polymerization कहते हैं. Okay, got it? फिर condensation polymerization क्या है? Difference क्या है? Yeah, condensation polymerization is the process of step growth polymerization. Step growth polymerization का मतलब ये step by step होगा. Okay, like the monomers together, two monomers will form the dimer, then trimer, then oligomer, and finally the polymer will be formed. Okay, so this step growth polymerization in which the small molecules will react together and they will form a large unit. or a large molecule. And in each step, they will release some of the small units as the byproduct. ठीक है, तो इसी प्रोसेस को कंडेंसेशन पॉलीमराइजेशन कहते हैं. फाइन. नाउ लेट्स कम टू द प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ पॉलिएस्टर नाउ. सो क्या क्या प्रॉपर्टीज हो सकता है? These are very much strong, these are durable, मतलब बहुत long lasting है, resistant to chemicals. Very important is it does not shrink. अगर हम wash भी करते हैं ना तो थोड़ा मतलब बहुत सारे ऐसे कपड़े हैं कि श्रिंक हो जाता है. ये पॉलिएस्टर का बना हुआ कपड़े ना श्रिंक नहीं होता. ओके, एंड इट रिटर्न्स इट्स शेप एज इट इज. इट इज easily washed. We can wash it easily and it can be dried. Okay, because it does not absorb the water. ठीक है, ये बहुत जल्दी ड्राई अप हो जाते हैं क्योंकि इसका वाटर एब्जॉर्बेंट क्वालिटी एकदम कम है. Okay, so this is good for us. Yeah. So where do we use this polyester? Can you see like the ropes which are used for the rock climbing because of its strength? So the polyester is also a very strong fiber, है ना? तो this rock climbing we can use it for making the bags for dusting and clothes, है ना? We can make the tents, we can make the water bottles, the rope, the various types of utensils, the films, huh? So these are all the different materials which we can make from the polyester. Fine. So these are the uses. We can use them by making the ropes in the industry, which can later we can use as the rock climbing rope. Then we can make the water bottles, cold drink bottle by this, and also it also help us to make the utensils and films. Fine. Okay. So I guess you have got an idea about the synthetic fiber, whatever we have discussed till now, right? So the advantages of the polyester. What are the advantages? First is the strength. It is very strong. That is why it can make the ropes of the rope climbing. है ना? It is flexible. It dries very quickly. जैसे बोला, already I have said that it does not absorb the water. That is why it can dry up quickly. It is resistant to any sort of wrinkles and shrinking. जैसे भी आप कपड़े वो पॉलिएस्टर कपड़े को जैसे भी तरह से रखो ये wrinkles नहीं होगा. That is good, है ना? नहीं तो आयरन करना पड़ता है हमें. Yes, and it is also very inexpensive. We can get it in a very low cost in market. Okay, but we have some disadvantages of polyester also. Disadvantages क्या है? It tends to stick to the perspiring skin. Perspiring skin मतलब sweating. जब हम sweat करते हैं ना गर्मी में तो ये stick हो जाते हैं हमारे skin के साथ. तो we don't like it, right? We don't like the sticky thing whenever it is of the cloth material, right? So this is a very bad quality of this polyester. Then not as breathable. Matlab, if we put it on our face, we really feel suffocating. So ये breathe करने मतलब ये allow नहीं करता अच्छा से breathe करना. Okay, so it is also the temperature sensitive and it is subjected to dry migration. So that is also very bad quality. What is dye migration? It is the quality where like some of the dye seeps out through the ink and it changes the total pigmentation of the fabric. So that is also we don't like it, है ना? So these are the different disadvantages of polyester. Fine, up to this much understood? Chalo, let us go to the last one, the last synthetic fiber. So what is it? It is acrylic. Okay, so it is also known as the artificial wool. Wool जैसे दिखते हैं, देखो picture में, right? It looks like the wool, and it is also made up of the polymer which is known as polyacrylonitrile. Fine. Remember the name, the polymer which make the acrylic is the polyacrylonitrile. Okay, be very sincere about the spelling. Yeah. Okay, so ये polyacrylonitrile क्या है? It is also known as the polyvinyl cyanide. Okay, so though it is the thermoplastic but it does not melt. Okay, normal temperature में या फिर normal condition में ये melt नहीं करता, but ये degrade हो जाते हैं before melting. Okay, ये melt होने से पहले ये degrade भी हो सकता है, right? Yes. Now let's come to the properties of acrylic. Okay, so what are the properties of acrylic? It is the warm, lightweight, very good. It is soft, flexible. It is resistant to moth or any other chemicals. Wrinkle free भी होता है, shrink भी नहीं करता, ठीक है? And the main thing is it is cheaper than wool. When we get the wool which is natural in the market, it's very costly, है ना? जैसे like many states of North